Okay, our next
Thank you.
speaker is Santiago. Santiago, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, Daniela.
Great, thank you. I just need to find your file, just 1 second. Okay, perfect. Let's moving on. We have Santiago Hernandez. He is original from Colombia, but he is now in UK. He is a consultant for creative and cultural industries, focused on connection, incubation, and development. Recognized for his leadership in communication skills, as well as his ability to generate strategic partnerships. So thank you so much, Santiago, for being part of the Academy one more time. And the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, Daniela. And I have to say that as well as Linda was just mentioning a few minutes ago, congratulations to all of you. I mean, it's amazing that you have achieved this step of being the finalist of the Creative Business Cup. I have collaborated for some time with them, and honestly, I've been tracking what the Creative Business Network and the Creative Business Cup has been doing in the last 2 years, and I have said that it's astonishing. It's amazing. I'm really happy to hear that you are over here. Please bear with me. I have a 5-year-old kid coming around. He was supposed to be watching his TV show, so please say hello and go back to say hello. Sorry.
Hello.
Hey.
Okay, Juanfe, can you please go back and see another episode?
Another episode?
Yeah, you're allowed today.
So cute.
Okay, sorry, I thought that was sorted out, but life. Yes, I'm going to share with you my screen, so please let me know if you're able to see it. So give me 1 second, bear with me. Should be loading. And there we go. Great.
Yes.
Today, we're going to talk about cross-cultural marketing insights. And I think it's somehow very aligned to what Lena was just talking about how we do need to collaborate among creative industries and creative businesses, because I have not yet known any kind of business in this industry or in this sector that is not being supported or that is not collaborating with any other business from the field or the sector. We honestly are a complete, let's say, ecosystem. We have this differential element from other kind of businesses, because intellectual property, design, music, all these elements that encourage the human soul are something that cannot be abstracted or extracted from reality. We live them and we're a part of them, and we learn to enjoy them. So yes, moving forward, it should be here. Congratulations to all of you. I know you are coming from many different countries. And I have to say that coming as a consultant, I usually learn a lot about what you are doing, what different kind of industries are working on, strategies, success, failures, but the ones who are really living the adventure of being an entrepreneur is you. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to collaborate with you today, because I think we're going to get some interesting, let's say, cross-cultural insights, as we were talking about. Another thing that I totally agree with Lena is the power of the network that you have right now as Creative Business Cup finalist is amazing. So beyond or despite the results at the end of the day, you are now part of a network, a specialized network of people that is completely passionate, committed, and looking forward to escalate operations while having a real and meaningful mission for each one of you. So we'll get back to it in a few minutes, but right now I want to talk to you. I'm going to tell you a story. As Daniela mentioned, I am from Colombia. I'm from South America. We don't have seasons, so the winter and the summer are something, let's say, interesting for me every time it happens. And as a foreigner here in the UK, even though I've been living here for the last 3 years, there's still a lot of elements that you need to learn about the new cultures you're living in, we are being in bed. And there's something really interesting that happened to myself and my family the last year during the summer. As a completely naive Colombian, South American, Latin American person here in the United Kingdom, I was completely unaware of many of the things that, let's say, are completely normal for everyone in here. And I don't know if you are from the UK or you have been here before, but during the summer, there's something that they call the Flying Ants Day. I was not aware of this. And it seems that everyone knows what it is. During 1 day or 2 days during the summer, a massive amount of literally flying ants are moving all across the country. And people is really aware of it. They put it on their agendas, it's on the schedule, and they make sure that even though it's summer, they close windows and they close doors to, avoid having this kind of hassle inside their houses. But, again, South American, completely naive. This was the first time that I was like, let's say in the countryside, and with my 5-year-old boy, which you just met accidentally, it happened to us that we left the door open. We went to the garden, we were playing, enjoying the lockdown in a garden in the meantime. And when we went back home, we noticed that the whole kitchen was just completely full of flying ants. And it was quite a shock for me to see the floor of my kitchen full of these little black dots all over the place. And my son was like, oh, what's this? This is amazing. He was really, really, really engaged with it. And then I said, like, okay, let's do this. We have to kill them. I was completely unaware of the situation. And he said, like, yes, Daddy, let's do it. But what does killing means? And this was the first time that I saw myself in these kind of situations where you are not prepared to give a deep and meaningful answer to a 4-year-old boy by that time. And I started to think, why is it so hard for me as a Latin American to talk about death? And it's great that there's, as I just heard, a business that is related to funeral services, because the way, for example, as I see death, it's completely different of the relationship that they have here in the United Kingdom with it. Colombia, it's a country who has lived a lot of difficulties, a lot of problems, a lot of issues, and there's a lot of death every day. And somehow, this has changed the way we Colombians see death. We are very used to it, but at the same time, we don't talk about it. We don't make it as something personal. It's not part of us. In the other side, here in the United Kingdom, one of the best plans with my son is to take a walk in the cemetery, because it's a lovely place. People are used to have a picnic in it. They walk their dogs, they're chit-chatting all around. It's a completely different experience. And the reaction of my kid, when I tried to explain him what death was very natural. It was completely different of the way that it's being taught in Colombia. So the same topic, in this case, death, has a completely different perspective. And it's not that people don't die in each side. And there are business opportunities, let's say, in this sector, as you all know. But the way we relate to it, it's just a different thing. So I started to look around, and there's something I want to share with you. So please let me know if you're able to hear, and make a thumbs up if you're able to hear the following video properly.
Death. Sometimes it can be unexpected. So it's probably about time you wrote your will. Thoughts of mountains of paperwork, big expensive fees, and confusing legal jargon can feel a bit overwhelming. But there's actually a far simpler way. At fairwill.com, you can write your will in as little as 15 minutes, giving you the confidence to take care of what really matters. Visit fairwill.com to start your will today.
So as you can see, this is a business that is helping people to address difficulties after your death, correct? And I would like to ask you, and let's please use the next 2 minutes to see what did you see in that small video. So I see the video is repeating. Yes, what did we see? Perfect. Will anyone like to share 2 or 3 words about the video you just see? So
May I say?
yes, we can hear you. Welcome,
Yeah.
Dimitri.
Hello, Santiago. Nice to meet you, firstly. And what I see here is about life cycle and about care. So it's not more about death; it's about care about your closest family or closest person who you care about this. And this means you need to think more, to spend more time with them, but to be sure and they secure life or something like that. I don't know about what is service, but that's feeling what I feel when I saw.
Thank you very much, Dimitri. I totally agree with you. They're getting us closer to, somehow what I see here is that they're telling us a story about the person and the way they relate and the way they, let's say, love and want to make sure that the people they love will be taken care of in the future, correct? And at the same time, I see here a story. As you all know, neuroscience has proved that storytelling is the best way to capture people's attention, to bake information in their memories and to forge close personal bonds. And that's what they did over here. They created a story, they shared with you a problem, they also shared at the same time their solution, the unique value proposition, and they gave you a call to action in 3 simple steps in 30 seconds. All of it in a beautifully designed environment, a very artistic way to share information. Now, my question over here is, do I think these kind of message and companies will be as successful as they are right now here in the UK if this kind of message was being shared in Latin America? I can speak for all the countries, and of course I cannot speak, from a, let's say, I can only speak from my unique point of view. And after researching a bit and trying to relate this video to what I have lived in my country of origin, I see there is no match in this situation. The way these kind of problems are being addressed in Colombia are, let's say, taken, or they're explained in a different way, in a more distant way, of course, and with a bit of fear always in between. Now, my question to all of you is, are you assessing how your messages are being shared across cultures? I am aware that many of you are already selling internationally, like half of you are, but this is something that is always necessary to take into consideration. Yes? Why? Because you can never underestimate the value of the local culture. I see that this is a great commercial to a funeral businesses. It's hard to approach, Jason. Yes, thank you, Madalena, for that comment. It's in the chat if you want to see it. But yes, it's a beautiful message, but it can have different kind of, perceptions. Now, as you know, when we're trying to send our communications internationally, we need to start by creating this, let's say, tribe, as Lena was just mentioning a few minutes ago, and build meaningful relationships to create conversation from them. So if you take culture and you try to create conversations and create real connection with your beachhead customer segment, you are very likely to have success or better outcomes than if you just go ahead with the message that you are sharing in your local country. So yes, never underestimate it. And right now, to internationalize your business, there are plenty of ways to share or to start this conversation through social media, through TV, radio, and ads, through mass mailing. And of course, one of the most important elements in marketing for creative industry is the word of mouth, if you are in a very early stage. For example, the video that we just saw from this UK company, they do not have anything in social media. You can look for them and they have 2 or 3 posts, but that's not the way they communicate with their audiences. It's mainly through TV ads. And it creates a great connection because that's what their beachhead customer segments use. So that it's really important that you take that into consideration. Now, we are here and we're going to use the power of the network to create something that is meaningful for you today. So we're going to do a flash workshop. So please raise your hands whoever has used Mimiro board previously or who knows how to use it. I'm going to insert here in the chat a link so you can all go to it, and we will be having breakout rooms. So Daniela, thank you for helping us with creating a few breakout rooms. It can be, let's say 4 or 5 people per group. And we're going to do 2 things. The first of them is that each one of you, according to your breakout room, will on the sticky note tell your country and the name of your company. And during the first minute, we will share with the people of our team what is your business. So this is like, let's say, the excellence pitch, 15 seconds pitch for your peers, okay? And as long as when you have finished of sharing the pitch and each one of you has their sticky note with the name of the company and the country you are from, you're going to choose one of them, and then you're going to discuss how each one of you feel about the cultural relationship that you have with the business of your peer. And we're going to share it afterward. So 2 things: name your sticky note, put your information in the sticky note, and then have a conversation about one of the projects, only one. So if we could please create the breakout room and start right now. And I'm going to leave here this in the chat so you can give it a try. And then we will be back in 6 minutes exactly, okay? I'm going to share Amiro in the other side.
Okay, I'm
so you can...
ready with the breakout rooms. You tell me when.
Yes, please, let's start. Thank you, Daniela. Okay, I see everyone's coming back.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I think we didn't understand right the task. So should everyone write on a note the country and the title of the project on one sticker, on one note?
Yes, exactly. I mean, Miro, it's always challenging when it's first time for everyone, and especially when we have very limited time constraint. So yes, if you could please make sure that at least you have the name and country and name of the project or entrepreneurship of each of the group, that's more than enough. So what matters in here is that you have the chance to pitch to your peers who you are and what you're doing. Did you have the time to do that?
No.
May I say a word? I have some issues. Sorry, Olga, continue your thoughts.
Thank you. I just wanted to understand if I am from the room 5. So is that the right way just to do it on one sticker, one country, and one title of the project?
It works. I mean, if you put it in a sticker, all the names and all of the countries, that work. If you put it in an individual sticker, that works. What's important is that you have the chance to share to your, room peers what you do and who you are. Okay?
So that we can link in a way.
So that we can develop an assignment that I'm going to share with you. I don't know, please blame on Daniela the thing about the assignments, but it was my duty to envision something that could let you to collaborate. So what we're gonna do right now is that I'm going to let you know what is the assignment, okay? Look, what we're gonna do right now individually on the evening or before having breakfast or while we're having the first coffee in the morning tomorrow is that we're going to expand the information that we were able to hear in the breakout. Sorry? Was that a question?
I don't think so.
Okay, that's fine. So there's something that I wanted you to take into consideration here. The cross-cultural insights come from three different kinds of places, okay? The first of them is the emotional reaction, how you as a person, as a human being shaped by your context, feels or react to a business model and to a unique value proposition. It's how you feel, correct? The second element, it's a rational, let's say, descriptions. How do you think your community or your local context will react to this business idea? And the third element is something tangible, to share different kinds of examples of similar businesses to your peers. So Daniela will share this document with you, this PDF, so you will have the chance to go back to the middle whenever you want. And the idea is that you create one document sharing to each one of your peers, and by peers mean the people that was in the breakout room. How do you feel about their business model? The emotional, element. The second element is how do you think your context could react to that kind of business? This is, let's say, the rational perspective. And the third element is you are going to help your business peers by giving them one or two examples of similar businesses within their sector in your local context. So we're going to be helping each other, and we will be providing cross-cultural insights for marketing to each one of us. We're running short in time. So
excuse me,
yes.
could I ask you please to move me or Constantin Salagor to another room, because we are colleagues for the same project, and so that we are in different teams.
Were all two
doesn't
of you in the same entrepreneurship?
Yes.
Okay, that's a bit tricky because I don't know if we're going to have the time to redo the activity.
Oh, okay. It's okay, then we can do it together. It's all right.
Brilliant. So yes, I'm sorry about it, but just to finish, marketing must for internationalization as your business, you need a website, you need a call to action and social media always, and you need to have mailing. There's something important, always provide value to your customers, be customer oriented always, gather as much data as you can. And there's one kind of strategy that I usually share for international marketing, and it's all of you know how Lean Startup works. But at the same time, this, let's say, virtuous cycle can be used also to send a message and to select the channel and a platform. So make use of it. Craft a message that is culturally assertive to your international market, send it out, measure it, learn from it. As an entrepreneur, you have done this with your minimal viable product. You can do it as well with your message, your marketing materials. I really hope you have the chance to finish the application, the assignment, sorry. So keep studying, reflecting, and acting. Thank you for being here today and for bearing with me and having the chance to get to meet my kid and hearing my aunt's story as well.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Santiago.
Santiago.
Santiago, I don't know if anyone has a question, a big one. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Santiago.
Thank you.